Bracy Skills Clinic's back with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, man. Hopefully everybody had a good, safe Halloween. Mine's is pretty good. If you was a Spurs fan, it went really well. If you was a Spurs fan, I know it was ugly for most of the game, but man, the way them boys came back and fought at the end was very inspiring to see, man. Keldon Johnson stepped up big. I know he's been getting criticized by us Spurs Nation. Not me. I don't have a problem with Keldon. I know sometimes he, may force a lot of things with bully ball sometimes, but Keldon is a solid player and he's a dog, man. And regardless of what some Spurs fans may feel about Keldon, you need dogs to win games. Every team needs dogs. And sometimes when you have a dog, sometimes you got to, control them a little bit when they get out of control. But at the end of the day, man, I know I would love going to war with Keldon Johnson on my team. I don't care what anybody has to say. He goes hard. I mean, what he does is the reason why we won that game last night. Just continues to play hard, attacks the basket. He actually shot the ball pretty well. So shout out Keldon. Vassell started off slow, got going at the end. He played pretty well in the second half. And, of course, our guy, Victor Wembanyama, he started off slow. But, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm not going to overhype it, but I'm going to tell you what I've seen through the first 4 games besides maybe that Clipper game, which got out of hand. Hey, man, Victor Wembanyama is built for the clutch moment. I know it's early, but he built for that clutch moment, man. This dude in the second half has been amazing to see, man. A switch goes on with Wembanyama in that second half. And like I said, if you really been watching the games, you see Victor Wembanyama is not playing more than 30 minutes right now. You see he's not playing more than 30 minutes right now. That dude was out of the game for about half of that fourth quarter and came back with about 3 minutes left and went to work, just like he did against Dallas, just like he did against Houston. Like, we got to start putting credit on guys that show up in big moments, man. And for him to be a rookie, everybody's talking, oh, well, he's not averaging that many points. And, hey, he's on minute restriction. They're not saying it, but we all know it, bro. Victor Wembanyama is on minute restriction right now. They're trying to see how his body reacts to the NBA game and all these games and, 4 games and 6 nights type stuff. They want to see how his body reacts. They're doing him the right way, man. They're gradually grooming him. I know we all want to see Victor go out there and play 40 minutes a night, but that's what he would have done had he been drafted by the Rockets or the Hornets or something like that. They would have ran him into the grave. Pop is looking at the long-term play. And what he's doing in that short production of time, especially in the second half and the fourth quarter, on both ends, it's been amazing to see. But one thing that irritates me, bro, and you'll see the title. You should see the title of what I'm about to talk about. Shaquille O'Neal, man. I respect the hell out of Shaquille O'Neal. I think he's the most dominant player the game has ever seen. I don't think Shaq gets enough credit for how much he actually changed the NBA with rules. Defensive 3 seconds and being able to play 2-3 zone. Those things were not allowed until, the Lakers went on that 3-peat run. So he really, literally changed the game for the NBA. So I respect Shaquille O'Neal on that front. But Shaquille O'Neal, you are out your rabbit-ass mind. I don't know how anybody can still think that we've seen what Wembanyama is doing and then even reference it to Bobo. Like, no disrespect to that kid, man. I know he's still young. He's, 23 years old, trying to figure out his way in the league. No disrespect to him. But, fam, stop. Just stop it, bro. Stop. People are see, the people who say these things that, we've seen Wemby before and then reference Bobo, they have not seen Wembanyama enough. They have not seen Wembanyama enough. Anybody that still goes by that statement has not seen Wembanyama enough. I've drawn to conclusion that anybody that still thinks that we've seen Wembanyama before and reference Bobo, you have not watched enough Victor Wembanyama. It's evident, bro. Because the thing is, it's like this. If you just think Wembanyama is the same as Bobo because they're both 7'4" and can dribble the basketball, that's probably the only similarity between the two. Is that Bobo has a little bit of a handle, he has a wiggle, he can create his own shot, like Wemby. Thought that was, I got scared on live camera. I thought that was a raccoon or something. I didn't know what that was, but The only similarities between the two is the ball handling ability. That's it. That's literally it. The athleticism is not the same. The fluid movements is not the same. The ability to shoot off curls and flares is not the same. The defensive ability is not the same. The wingspan is not the same, bro. Bobo is 7'4", but he does not have the rangy, wiry, long wingspan that Wembanyama has. The way this dude goes after and blocks shots, maybe Bobo does have similar wingspan, but he don't show it. He doesn't play with the same motor. He don't show it. If he has it, he does not show it. And people are going to say, oh, well, he don't get the opportunity. Fam, I can understand that if he was still on the Denver Nuggets right now. I can understand that if he was still on the Denver Nuggets right now. I can understand it if he went from the Nuggets to the Phoenix Suns. But you played for one of the worst teams in the NBA last year, the Orlando Magics, where you had all of the opportunities in the world to showcase that you could be a very key piece and part to that franchise alongside the other young guys they have there, like Cole Anthony and Paolo, those guys, right? There's no reason why Bobo couldn't step in and been that guy or been a piece to what they're trying to build in Orlando. And the fact that they waived you tells me that there's something going on with Bobo. They didn't even get nothing in return for Bobo. They just said, here, you're out of here. And he's on a 1-year deal with the Phoenix Suns, and he did not get a single second last night. So I don't want to hear anything about opportunity. The dude played for the Orlando Magic. You went from the best team in the NBA to the worst team in the NBA to a team that's trying to win a championship right now with the Phoenix Suns. There's no other, what other franchise can you play for and get an opportunity? That opportunity should have been shown in Orlando. That was his opportunity. When I first seen the last trade deadline, where Bobo was going to Orlando, I was like, okay, Bobo gonna get a chance to really show something now. That was the first thing I thought. Oh yeah, he's gonna get a chance to really show something in Orlando now, because there's nobody in his way. He's not on the Nuggets. It's a little harder when you're playing on a contending team. The floor is his. He didn't even get brought back. They didn't even trade for him. They didn't even trade and get nothing for him. They waived him. Why is this still a topic, bro? Why is this still a topic? Because he's 7'4" and because he's 7'4" and can do an in and out crossover like Wemby? Are we referencing just the ball handling? Okay, I can give you that. Yeah, Bobo has similar ball handling skills to Wemby. Okay, that one part. The other stuff we have not seen ever from Bobo. We have never seen him play defense like Wemby before. We have never seen him go into the game and make an immediate impact on both sides like Wemby has made. We've never seen it. The only thing we saw is him dribbling the ball up the court, going coast to coast, nice little Euro step dunk. Okay, cool. Nice little in and out. That's it. The other side, the motor, we have not seen, bro. So I don't know why people are saying this. Well, I do know why. It's because they haven't seen Wembanyama enough. And the more they see Wembanyama, the more they're going to go away from that statement, bro. It's just so irritating to Spurs fans, because Shaquille O'Neal has such a big platform, and then he says that on national TV, on TNT, and now you have all these blogs that are reposted what Shaq said. Now this conversation is being sparked up again when I thought it was dead during the summertime. Now we got to go around and wake up and see the stuff Shaq says trending everywhere, and this dude didn't even play a single second last night. Like, how can people even say that? And this dude is not playing. He's on a 1-year contract. And if it doesn't work out in Phoenix, I said this before, I wish him all the best. I don't wish bad on nobody. But if it does not work out in Phoenix for Bobo, he might be done. He might be on somebody's G League roster or trying to find his way overseas. And we're still making this comparison, bro. I don't think it's even fair to Bobo that his name has to be in these type of comparisons, bro. He's not shown it. And I don't want to hear nothing about opportunity, because he did have an opportunity with Orlando. He had that opportunity with Orlando, and he didn't, and he got waived. He got waived. There's something wrong. There's the work ethic, the head. I don't know what it is, but it has to be non-basketball related, or it's just him not caring, him not playing hard. Like, I coach basketball, bro. I've coached a lot of kids that have had a lot of talent that could have been Division I players, but because they didn't play hard enough, they couldn't even make it through a year at JC. And it wasn't because they wasn't good enough. It was because they didn't want it. Maybe we got to look at Bobo and say the kid does not want it. But we still comparing him to Wembanyama and saying we've seen something like that before. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. So I didn't mean to talk about that more than the actual game, but it really irks my nerves when I continue to see this conversation be brought up. So Spurs fans, man, let me know what y'all got to say, man. I think Shaq has lost his damn mind, but maybe I'm wrong. Comment below.